song. Boom. Alright, guys. Alright, hold on. Actually, we're gonna go back to this screen. We had a 4-1 we had a 4-1 prediction from Hooligan. It's not gonna come true. Game likes cookies, so that's kind of useless. So, both players, man. Two huge egos on the line here. Actually, it's probably more than two huge egos. But LRM versus SAS Noobs. The ace match, Pike versus Mazur. The map is Neo Aztec. Are you guys ready? I'm delaying it. I'm stalling. I'm pumping it up. I'm hyping it up. That's great. Let's just go into the game. Bam! Alright. Is my overlay correct? Is everything ready? In the bottom right corner as the orange Protoss, we have SAS NB Mazur. Sweet. There's gonna be P5. Oh yeah. And in the bottom left as the blue Zerg, we have LRM's Pike. He's gonna be Z. Let's call him Z7. Z7. I like it. I like it. Oh shit. Whoops. Good. Okay, that blue is like impossible to see though. Can you guys actually see that? I can't see that. What other color can we make him? Can I make him teal? Is that useful? I don't know. I can make him purple. Yeah. We'll make him teal. We'll make him teal. That's fine. So, I mean, it's PVZ. The colors aren't really important. I could ally them, but then like the person I allied is both green and yellow, and it's super confusing. Anyway, looks like we are gonna have an overpull down for Pike, and we're gonna have a Forge Fast Expand from Mazur, who has scouted in the wrong direction with his probe. Now, the stakes here are, well, the first Clan War match, so whoever wins this match will be up 1-0 in the Clan War best of 3. So if they win the Clan War on Sunday, then they will take the grand prize of $175. That's right, there's $175 on the line. It is winner takes all. And I don't even have a sponsor to thank or anything because the entire prize pool comes from pay-ins, just for this season at least. There was a $25 pay-in for every team to enter. And we had 7 teams, so that is $175. But more importantly, there are some egos on the line. There's some pride, because you know, game always goes around saying like, oh, look at me, I'm LRM, man. We're like undefeated since prehistoric times, man. You know those dinosaurs? Yeah, we 4-0'd them in Clan Wars. And meanwhile, Hooligan says similar things, except in more broken English, because I think he's Bulgarian or something. So yeah, pretty big egos, pretty big pride. I mean, SAS NB, in IC Cup Clan League at least, they've all been they keep placing behind LRM. LRM keeps taking the Clan League championships. But with their powers combined, they are captain. Oh wait, no, that's not right. With their powers combined, they are a pretty sick team. They actually have 3 people in the top 4 of ISL 2. So it's pretty impressive. And it looks like Mazur has put down a manor pylon in his main base. That's actually going to manor his gas. That's not good. That's actually really weird. I don't understand. That's what? He manor pyloned his gas. That's like a really fundamental mistake. It could be nerves. I mean, both players know this is a pretty important ace match. You know, I mean, they still have another chance on Sunday, but winning this is pretty important, I think. And Pike did opt to take this mineral only as his third. And the scouting probe, he's left 1 guy on the scouting probe. We're gonna leave 3 guys at the front of Mazur's base just to deny any more guys. An interesting placement of the second cannon. I would have placed it like here. I guess it doesn't make a huge difference. And uh-oh! Mazur is going for a cannon rush! Are you Forella? Mazor's going for a cannon rush. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ace match, Game 7, in the finals of a clan league, with $175 on the line, and Mazor's cannon rushing. This is actually crazy. Oh my god. Did they, he's like, well, I'm out of my gas, let me just build cannons, it's fine. Build cannons. Cannons don't need gas. And I can't believe this cannon's actually in range of that hatchery. I thought I would have sworn that was out of range and he was just gonna use these two to range it, but looks like Pike sent a bunch of drones there to try and save it, but then he's like, oh, well I guess I can't. So Pike not only is gonna lose that hatchery, but he's actually lost a lot of mining time. That's a lot of drones he sent. He is getting a lair now, but that hatchery is going down for sure. Now, Mazur should cancel this. No, he's not going to cancel it. But that means he has invested, what is this, 550 minerals plus 2 probes to take down that one base. So, I mean, you know, if you just look at the mineral cost, he actually did spend more. But obviously, you can't just look at the mineral cost for that. And look at this. Pike's actually trying to Overlord dance. Pike loves doing this Overlord spin above the opponent's nexus, but he just can't get it. He actually... You know what I think happened? He was actually too busy making a dancing Overlord to scout his third base. That's actually what happened. He's just like, oh, come on, Overlord, dance! But the Overlord, man, he wasn't feeling it. He did not feel like dancing. Does this actually also matter his gas? It's possible that this doesn't, though. I think the probes might come out on the top. Like, I think they might just mine here. Well... Oh man, I hope that doesn't matter the gas, because if he actually mannered both of his gases, that... Well, I guess he could just keep cannon rushing, because cannons don't cost gas. I mean, that would actually be a pretty terrible mistake. Now, he's made a cannon in his main. He's getting a Stargate. Now, these cannons in the main and natural are actually quite smart. I think they might be a little bit early, but you see the Spire? Yeah, they're a little bit early, but pretty much the universal response to getting cannon rushed from Zergs is in fact to go for Mutalisks, because the Protoss tech is extremely delayed by the cannon rush, so they don't have a good answer to the fast mutas except to cannon up their bases. And oftentimes if the Protoss doesn't do that, they'll just die to a muta counter. Meanwhile, Pike is taking the 12 o'clock base as his third, 12 o'clock main. But he's putting on a bit of pressure with these Zealots. Now, I don't know how much damage they'll do. I think the mutas will be out in time to defend this. He might just get a couple of drones if he micros well, and if Pike doesn't micro well. Looks like Pike just trying to buy some time with these Zerglings. And yeah, there come the mutas. So basically, Mazur's just gonna try and kill as many drones as he can. Looks like he's gonna get one drone. And will he get a second drone? Zell missed a shot! Zell missed a shot! No, he's not gonna get that drone. How many HP does it have? That's actually got a bit of HP. And looks like Mazor is building more cannons, getting more Corsairs, playing very safe. He knows he's in a good position, as long as he doesn't die to these mutas. I mean, the third base of Pike is just now getting up. 48 supply against 45, so slight supply lead, but you know, at this point it's not a huge deal. One probe getting sniped and he will have to back off. Of course, this is quite nice for muta harass. This is a cliff very close to the natural minerals. And looks like Pike's actually going to try and micro down these Corsairs, but it's not going to happen. Now, Pike actually got taken out in a very close ZVP series in the ISL 2 round of 8 against Schnitzel. I believe I actually mentioned that earlier. But you know, Schnitzel actually played kind of cheesy that series, which is I guess similar to this game. But yeah, let's see if Pike rather can deal with it. Looks like he switched into Hydra production, and oh, it looks like he's going for relatively quick lurkers here. Okay, interesting. One Ling or a couple Lings checking out the right side bases, make sure there's no expos going down there, and a Ling over here now as well. And very nice scouting by Pike. If you look at the minimap, he's got quite a few units spread out, even though it's still relatively early in the game, so I do like that. Sonic Storm going down, and oh, looks like some Scourge chasing, a bunch of mutas going in. Looks like maybe 8-ish mutas, but there are 3 cannons, look at that. Mazor knows that the mutas are a serious threat at this point, or rather they're the main threat at this point, so he's just gonna turtle up on both of his bases. And looks like Pike getting a little bit supply blocked here. He is also getting Overlord speed. Of course, when that finishes, that's going to make it a little bit difficult to micro, or rather to stack his mutas. One DT is moving out. Yep, the map is Neo-Aztec, by the way. I saw someone confused. And the +1 air weapons is going down. And oh, that's a good point though. Buengerin. Yeah, I thought there was a cliff here too. Huh. That's interesting. Anyway, Missouri's actually continuing Corsair production, so he's gonna go for some Corsair play here. Or rather, wait, he got +1. Yeah, so that was obvious. I'm being dumb. Robo going down. That's a relatively quick Robo. Did he actually see the lurkers? I don't know if he saw the lurkers, but maybe that's in good time. And uh-oh, looks like he's gonna come in here. The Sunken's not finished yet. He's gonna get a few drones. Uh-oh. Pike's not paying attention. Oh man, the Sunken's gonna finish, but if Mazor right-clicks the drones, no, it looks like the DT will go down. He can actually get one more drone. Ooh, stacked into Oblivion, but he did get 4 drones. And the Corsairs aren't moving out now, killing stuff. He's got to be careful. Wow, a lot of lurkers moving in. But he's got to be a little bit careful not to get flanked by like Mutas and Scourge. And, oh, looks like Mazor is going to kill this gateway so he can depart. Looks like he didn't kill it fast enough, or he didn't finish killing it. But, ooh, it's a little bit too late. The lurker contain is down, and he's got to run. Oh, it looks like he's going to try and run through. He will get away with most of his units. He's going to try and surround and snipe that lurker. Does get away, and looks like Pike is going to bring back 2 lurkers to defend himself, but his mutas are there, so I think he's fine. I don't know where these. He's actually going for a drop or something. Oh, I think he's going to go defend his 12 o'clock base. I see. Yeah, okay, that makes sense because he's only got 1 sunken there and it's already damaged. So just in case there's a counter, he's going to send 2 lurkers there, and that will take care of that. Leaving these lurkers at the front. Looks like the forge probably going to go down. I think +1 finished. Yeah, it did. So actually, this Robo is in good time, but I don't know if he actually saw the early lurkers or if if that's a normal timing. I mean, you know, with the cannon rush, the timings are all kind of screwed up, but it's possible that that's actually standard. Melee and Carapace are down. Looks like the lurkers do get there in time, and I think the Corsairs saw that, so Mazor is just going to pull back now. Meanwhile, we do have a lot of units. Going to go take out these cannons. Stay a little bit overkill. But of course, if you are going to take out these cannons, it's better to use overwhelming force so you lose minimal units while doing it. So it looks like he's just going to lose a Hydra and a couple of Lings there and take that out quite easily. Meanwhile, Mazor's army is moving into position, but he doesn't have very many units out on the map. So he's got to be a little bit careful. It looks like he feels like he can engage this. I think he's actually correct. There's not that many ground forces here, and the Corsairs and Archon will deal with the mutas quite handily. And uh-oh, looks like Pike was not paying attention. Oh man, going to take severe casualties, losing almost all of his mutas and all of the ground forces. The lurkers come in, but they're too late. Mazor, a very nice play right there. Meanwhile, the Corsairs finishing off the mutas, going to get some overlords here. Oh man, the +1 has finished for them, and Pike taking serious damage here. But look at that fancy fancy Corsair dance there. And Pike, his response is just going to be to take another base. He is taking the fourth base here at the natural. Feels a little bit greedy. I mean, there's only 4 lurkers at the front. Look, and Mazor's just going to come and bust this now. Going to flank with these Zealots and the Archon. And move out with the Dragoons and Templar. Looks like he doesn't actually have range yet. Where's his Cybernetics Core? Yeah, his range isn't finished yet, but it doesn't really matter. There's only 4 lurkers. They will get a Templar, though. It's a bit of a mistake to have allowed that Templar to die, actually. Should have left that in the back. But he does have a lot of gateways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the one at his front. Well, no, actually, he killed that one. So he's actually... No, never mind. He's only on 6. It looks like a lot. That's actually really... Look at his fancy placement. One is unrallied, though. And he's queuing up.